Hey, what's up, folks? If you're looking for the best espresso grinders, you've landed in the perfect spot. We've done the research to bring you the best espresso grinder options for this year. Considering price, performance, and usage scenarios, stick around to discover which espresso grinders is the best fit for you. You can find all the product links with the best deals in the description box below. Our list is in no particular order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end. Let's get started. Number 1. Baratza Sette 270 Wisconsin. Best overall espresso grinder. You won't be surprised by this selection. The Baratza Sette 270 Wisconsin is often counted among the best home espresso grinders. I'm telling you, it really does deserve the recognition it receives. This espresso grinder has a built-in scale, so you won't have to fiddle with an external coffee scale while preparing your portafilter. While some folks find this function error-prone, my testing proved that the Sette 270 Wisconsin is accurate to within 0.1 grams. This is far better than any other home espresso grinder on the market. Even better, the Sette 270 Wisconsin has, you guessed it, a whopping 270 grind settings. This 40mm conical burr grinder has all the adjustments you'd need for espresso, and then some. But don't let the stainless steel conical burrs fool you. This espresso grinder is incredibly consistent and speedy, grinding up to 5.5 grams of coffee per second. Are you particularly impatient before you've had your morning cup of joe? Well, look no further than the Baratza Sette 270 Wisconsin for your home espresso grinder. I should mention at this point that the Sette 270 Wisconsin has a stunning design and user interface. Featuring a sleek black and polished silver body, this coffee grinder is a real beauty. The unique shape is easier to clean and keeps the heat-producing motor away from the coffee beans. Plus, with intuitive controls, this grinder is a breeze to use. At $599.95, this is the most expensive grinder on my list. Still, I'm a sucker for a stellar coffee grinder, and the Baratza Sette 270 Wisconsin is a beast. In fact, this is my favorite espresso grinder in my collection. If you drink espresso daily and have the cash, I'm of the opinion that this upgrade pick is worth it. Number 2. Breville Smart Grinder Pro. Best budget espresso grinder. I'm a big fan of Breville for their easy-to-use and high-quality home espresso machines and coffee grinders. It's no surprise, then, that I'm smitten with the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. In fact, for $199.95, I think this is one of the best budget picks for home espresso grinders. Though it's relatively affordable for an electric burr grinder, the Breville Smart Grinder Pro does not compromise on quality. Now let's look inside of this home espresso grinder. The Breville Smart Grinder Pro's high-quality 40mm stainless steel conical burrs grind efficiently and precisely. What's more, dosing technology allows you to program in preset grind times. Though this technology isn't as precise as the Baratza Sette 270 Wisconsin's built-in scale, it certainly is convenient. Plus, for less than half the price of the Sette 270Y, I'd say this slight downgrade isn't a deal-breaker. Speaking of the dosing function, the Breville Smart Grinder Pro comes with 3 portafilter cradles of different sizes, and with the 18-ounce 510-gram hopper, you can load up your favorite coffee and easily pull shots for a crowd. Let's not forget that this well-designed grinder has a beautiful aesthetic too. The stainless steel body is durable and sturdy. What's more, the Smart Grinder Pro has a seamless user interface spotlighted by a large LCD display. Oh, and it's available in 3 colorways: brushed stainless steel, oyster shell, and royal champagne, so this grinder will look great in a kitchen. One caveat: at 15.3 inches, 39 centimeters tall, this espresso grinder may not fit on counters with overhanging cabinets or shelves, so get out your measuring tape before pulling out your wallet. Number 3. Espresso J Max. Best manual espresso grinder? If you're in the market for a travel-friendly and super precise manual coffee grinder, look no further than the Espresso J Max. This is another stunner from the Taiwanese manufacturer Espresso. In fact, I'd recommend this grinder as your primary home espresso grinder, not just for travel. The $199 price tag seems pretty low when you consider all that you're getting. Let me explain. The Espresso J Max is naturally compact and portable. It even comes with a convenient and durable travel case, plus an air blower and cleaning brush. The J Max has a slim profile and a polished black body. The stainless steel and aluminum alloy construction feels durable and sturdy in your hand. Oh, and the foldable handle helps with weight distribution, so the grinder won't easily topple when it's standing on your kitchen counter. It's clear that ergonomics are a key part of this manual espresso grinder's design. The fabric cover on the body makes it easy to maintain a good grip while grinding. Even better, Espresso recently redesigned the wooden knob, so even those with small hands can use this grinder with ease. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty of this espresso grinder. If you are floored by the Sette 270Y's 270 grind settings, get ready. The Espresso J Max has an impressive 450 total grind settings. But wait, there's more. Each click moves the burr just 8.8 microns, so you can make precise micro adjustments to dial in even the trickiest shot. Plus, the grinder's 48mm titanium-coated stainless steel conical burrs were specially designed for espresso. This baby will make creamy, smooth shots. My mouth is watering already. Number 4. Fellow Opus. Best value electric burr grinders are. Fellow fans will already be reaching for their wallets at the mere mention of the brand. But wait a second and read through the scoop on the Fellow Opus coffee grinder so you can reach for your wallet with even more enthusiasm. This $195 electric burr grinder has all the aesthetic features we already love about other Fellow products. I'm talking matte black coloring, sleek design, and slim lines. I'm tempted to display this beauty front and center on my coffee bar. But let's get into the technical features. For me, the 40mm stainless steel conical burrs are the stars of the show. These burrs do a great job grinding not just for espresso, but for pour over and French press too. Such well-conceived versatility is uncommon in most home coffee grinders. So if you are looking for an espresso grinder that is just as good at being a generalist, the Fellow Opus may be the one for you. This grinder achieves such versatility with its impressive range and adjustability. The Opus has 2 rings to adjust the grind. The outer ring makes it easy to quickly switch between brewing methods with big grind adjustments. Meanwhile, the inner ring is great for the micro adjustments necessary when dialing an espresso. I'm sure you can tell that I love just about everything about this espresso grinder. Still, there are a few features that annoy me a bit. For one, the Opus grinds relatively slowly, taking 20 seconds to grind 20 grams of coffee. There's also the issue of some significant grind retention. But if you're less picky than I am, these may not be problems for you. And besides, like any true Fellow fan, I love this grinder despite its little flaws. Number 5, MiiCoffee DF64II, best home espresso grinder. The MiiCoffee DF64II is the least well-known of all the grinders I've mentioned so far, but read on to discover why I think this coffee grinder could be a great choice to pair with your home espresso machine. First things first, the MiiCoffee DF64II is the only grinder on my list with 64mm stainless steel flat burrs. So, if you've been rolling your eyes at the conical burrs in my other picks, this purchase will be a no-brainer. Sure, the $399 price tag is higher than that of most of my other picks. However, the DF64II is very affordable for a grinder featuring flat burrs. Oh, and if you're a real coffee geek, you can buy MiiCoffee's fancier SSP burrs and swap out the included set. Again, this is only an option if you can't help but introduce fuss and high-tech features into your morning brew. For most people, the included burrs will work just fine for espresso, plus the DF64II is a breeze to use. Since the DF64II is a single-dose grinder, there are no fancy programming features to mess with. Simply press the on-off button, grind your coffee beans, and press the button again. In a market inundated with high-tech features, this simplicity is a breath of fresh air. On a similar note, it is super easy to adjust the grind since there's a clearly marked dial. Still, don't be fooled by these slimmed-down features. The aesthetic of the DF64II is as modern as it gets. This may not be to everyone's taste, but I think it looks quite cool. Number 6. OXO Brew Grinder, best entry-level electric grinder. If you're in the market for an affordable and approachable burr coffee grinder, the OXO Brew Grinder could be just the ticket. Don't be fooled by the OXO Brew's budget price tag, having tested it out. I can tell you $99.95 is a steal for this grinder. Featuring an elegant, streamlined design and plenty of stainless steel in its construction, the OXO Brew Grinder doesn't skimp on quality. I especially appreciate the generous 12-ounce 340-gram bean hopper, which is UV tinted and has an airtight lid. Getting the best out of this grinder is fairly straightforward. The stainless steel conical burrs have 15 adjustment steps with micro adjustment settings in between. That means you can really dial in your preferred setting. There's a timer function for grinding, which is really nice. Once you've found your ideal time dose setting, the grinder will remember it for next time. In my experience, the OXO Brew Grinder is really effective for Chemex and other pour-over methods. You'll get a really consistent grind in the middle of the scale. What's more, this grinder is great for AeroPress and mocha pot lovers. However, French press aficionados should look elsewhere. The OXO struggles for consistency when it comes to coarser grind sizes. Number 7. Baratza Encore ESP, best mid-range electric grinder. The original Baratza Encore is one of my favorite grinders of all time. However, the updated Baratza Encore ESP certainly overshadows its predecessor in terms of performance. Costing an entirely reasonable $199.95, the Baratza Encore ESP looks almost identical to its older sibling. However, it's packing some exciting new features under the hood. For starters, the Encore ESP is equipped with an improved M2 burr set, which promises even higher levels of precision. What's more, Baratza has done something really clever to make the Encore ESP suitable for all coffee brewing methods. You see, the first 20 grind settings have been specially calibrated for espresso preparation with just 9 microns of burr movement per click. And the next 20 settings are calibrated for drip, French press, and other brew methods. During my testing, I was really impressed by the Encore ESP's performance, although there were a couple of confusing design flaws to contend with. Still, for this price, I'm willing to overlook small annoyances.